And the green flag is out in the air. Matthew Wood, Chris Stange out front, side by side, across the start-finish line, and through the tri-oval. Chris Stange trying to make a run on the outside, and he's doing a pretty dang good job doing that right now. Still side by side with the leader, Matthew Wood, off of turn 2, and the 29 might get a little bit of a run here down the back straightaway.
Little bit of a classic drag race here by Wood and Stange as Underwood's getting his nose put down here to the inside of Stange. Through turns 3 and 4 now, it looks like Wood is going to clear the 29 of Stange here off of turn 4. It's going to get real tight here, maybe a drag race to alignment. It looks like Matthew Wood's going to lead the first lap here at Atlanta.
He is doing a phenomenal job keeping that 29 car relevant. Now coming off of turn 2, the 29 and the 16 side by side coming down the back straightaway. And Chris Stange, he does clear the 16 there going into turn 3.
Side by side here into turn 1. Here comes Hand to the inside of Matthew Wood. He's going to make that move up to P3. As Carrier's now to the inside of the 16 of Wood. Here comes Kreider. Does he push the 16 past the 54? Still drag racing as we head into turn 3.
Now into turn 3. The 16 to the outside. The 54 on the inside. Josh Kreider looking to make it 3 wide. He does. Up the middle now. Oh, so close. The 16. Almost contact with the wall. Almost contact with the 5 car. Now coming into turn 1, it looks like Josh Kreider may have a little bit of an advantage here. Josh Kreider still rocking that outside lane, but look at this, the 13 truck of Nathan Williams doing a phenomenal job to keep up with the 5 truck. He's just following him through this field. Stage now back. Oh, he's in the wall! Josh Kreider in the wall early in this race. He's gonna lose those positions. He worked so hard to get. Now off of turn 4, it's up to Nathan Williams to continue this run.
Yeah, Carrier trying to figure out where he wants to go. Oh, Hand grabs a little bit of apron. It's going to get tight over turn 2. Oh, they don't make contact. Williams grabs a little bit of wall there down the back. But Hand's still working this inside line. Williams is going to take it up to the boards here into turn 3. Aggressive on corner entry. Yeah, as you see everybody in 1 and 2 rotate to the bottom. Oh, Carrier's in the wall back there off of turn 2. He saves it. Wow, incredible save there by Carrier. Yeah, full commitment to the outside line. Oh, with the crossover move down to the inside here to turn 1. We're door to door. Side by side crash is out.
Danny White. Contact there. We'll go in a little bit of slow-mo here. Maybe try to get a good view for you guys. Off of turn 4 now, Danny White in the 79. Really pushing. You can see the wheel input on that truck. Pushing real hard. And probably checking up a lot. Maybe not a lot to... or where didn't really have anywhere to go for the 19 truck. The 72 barely checking up in time. Does he get a little bit of wall there? He does. Lots of right side wall contact there for the 72, and then the 79 does come back down across the track, and really nowhere for the 19 to go, it looks like, as Danny White comes spinning across the infield there. And we're about to watch that right now here in Atlanta. The green flag is out in the air, and Brian Underwood gets... Oh, we're wrecking in the back! The 21, he spins his tires, and the yellow flag is out. Here comes Dudley, putting the TKO on the 21. Almost 3 wide there for a second through turns 1 and 2. Off of turn 2 now. Oh, the 3's in the wall. And here comes... Oh, the 16 almost grabs a lot of contact there by the 3 car. Chris Stange back around the 3 car, finding himself in the podium position. Here comes Matthew Wood now on the outside through 3 and 4. Now coming down the front straightaway. Looking up. Look at this. 3 wide in the back.
Yeah, 3 wide here. Horvath thought better of it. Allows Underwood to clear here off of turn 2. But here comes Underwood to the rear bumper. Carrier, he's going to shoot to the bottom. Full send mode here into turn 3, side by side with Carrier. As it looks like Stage has closed the gap to 1 here as well. These top guys are duking it out for the lead here on lap 44.
Inside of Dylan Carrier. Now down the back straightaway and into turn 3. Chris Stage going to try to fight back on the outside here at Atlanta.
Yeah, we're side by side, multiple rows deep here as now Stange is working this outside line. Still side by side with Matthew Wood. He's going to clear him. Stange is going to lead that lap. Can he continue to hold this lead here into turn 3 as Wood's going to continue to use the inside line? Going to Harvick it around the bottom here, but Stange going to get a massive run here off of turn 2. Yeah, a little bit of cat and mouse there by Underwood. He baited the 54 into the inside, but here comes Underwood ripping the boards off of turn 2. Oh, his Carrier gets a good run, and it looks like Underwood's going to carry this momentum off of 2, move him up to of P2. Now he's got his eyes set on Stage for the lead. He's going to go to the outside. Stage a little defensive. Here we go. Side by side for the race lead.
Off of turn 4, looks like the 29 does clear the 27 for a split second there, but he's going to stay to the bottom side across the line. The 29 still holding the lead of this race, and into turn 1 now. Chris Stage taking it to the inside. The 77 of Underwood to the outside. He's going to get a run here down the back straightaway, and they're going to drag race it out, and they're side by side for the lead. Underwood now takes point. Side by side action. The 16 to the inside of the 54. Dylan Carrier might be losing a little bit of steam now, coming off at turn 2. He's under attack by Jordan Hand now. Oh, so close to contact. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the 54 and the 3 of Jordan Hand. Jordan Hand still to the inside of the 54 into turn 3. Side by side now, coming off at turn 4, and he takes that position. Jordan Hand up to P4. Now into turn 1. Wood gonna shove it on deep in there once again into turn 1. He's gonna get a leg up on the 29 now. Off of turn 2. They're side by side for P2 down the back straightaway.
Wow, what hard door-to-door racing action. No contact was made as now Wood's going to follow the tire track to the 29 of Stage. He's want to work this outside line, get a good run here off of turn 4. Oh, he's looking to the outside. Can he make it happen? Holy cow, what a drive here by the Iron Man. Unbelievable. I wouldn't have thought that would have worked. He made it happen. He's still side-by-side here into turn 1.
Stuck his nose to the outside, and it works for him. Now side-by-side for P2. Chris Stage not going to have the run off of turn 2. Coming down the back straightaway, the 16's going to take over that P2 position. Now setting his sights on the P1 of Brian Underwood.
Yeah, the Iron Man, Matthew Wood, he's still closing this gap to Underwood. Here it is, Wood under Underwood here into turn 1. Here comes Matthew Wood with the full set move. Does he pull the sled over turn 2? He does. Oh, and contact would have been made. Here comes the crossover by Underwood. It's not going to happen. Put Matthew Wood to the point of the field. Yeah, I believe you're right with the 16 saving a little bit here, but here comes Carrier here to turn 3 to the inside of Kreider. This is for P3. Still door-to-door, wheel-to-wheel here off of turn 4. Looks like Kreider's going to get the good run here off of the corner. Carrier still using this inside line, going to go side-by-side again here into turn 1.
Now still side by side for P3. Dylan Carrier inching out ahead of the 5 truck of Josh Kreider coming off at turn 2. Wow, look at that. The crossover for Josh Kreider now down the back straightaway. He's going to shove it on deep into turn 3. No, he's not. The 54 and the 5 still hold the same amount of length between themselves now off of turn 4. Now coming down the front straightaway. Dylan Carrier still holding on to that P3 position, and he might get the run here into turn 1. Oh, so close, but he does. Dylan off of turn 2 now. Let's see if he does clear him. No, he doesn't. The 6 prevailing on the outside with the run with the outside lane, and now into turn 3.
Oh, big contact there into the wall was Burbridge in turn 3. Unbelievable. He keeps his foot in it. It looks like he didn't even lose any time there. Unbelievable as he's flying still, showing to the inside of the 19 truck. Still trying to close this gap here into turn 1. See if he can continue to roll the momentum here on the bottom as Behringer's trying to get 3 wide here in the middle with Danny White and Burbridge. Oh, is it going to be 3 wide? This is so tight. Contact is made. Do they save it? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We were 3 wide and we save it. As it looks like Burbridge is going to come out on the good end of this. He's going to take that P8 position. Yeah, as we got 40 laps to go this time by at the line. Matthew Wood leading this field. Underwood in P2. He's got it down to 5.2 seconds. We've seen him cut this gap down before on the last run. Can he do it once again? 40 laps to go and 5 seconds from him and a race victory as Matthew Wood, the Iron Man, continues to lead here in Atlanta.
By Brian Underwood, as now Matthew Wood gets caught up by a little bit of lap traffic here. Let's see. Oh, the 17 big in the wall there. Now into turn 1. The 16 goes right underneath him, trying to avoid any possible carnage that could happen and ruin his race. Off of turn 2, now he finds himself behind the 6 truck of Bryant Lucas.
Yeah, the buildup is here. We got it down to 4 seconds for Underwood as Matthew Wood had one of those uh-oh moments going through lap traffic. The last thing he wanted to see. As now it's cut underneath 4 seconds now. Brian Underwood is absolutely flying here, and he's got lots of laps left in this race. This race is heating up. We're going to get into one of these great classic Classic Atlanta finishes.
By side, this is for P3, this is for podium. Tyler Bellinger on the outside, Chris Stage on the inside, coming down the back straightaway. The 21's going to get a little bit of a run, and the 29's going to come back in line as these guys are duking it out for the top 3 spot. P3 through 3 and 4 off of 4, side by side now for P3.
Yes, we're still side by side here for P3. Stage to the inside. He should be able to clear here into turn 1. Bellinger going to drive it in deep on the outside. Going to try to roll this momentum. Can Stage pull the slider here off of 2? He is going to pull the slider. Great move there by Stage up to P3. Bellinger, he's going to come back at him though to the inside with a crossover into turn 3. Still side by side. Here comes Bellinger.
To the outside, the 29 of Chris Stage trying to get the run, and he's going to do a crossover. Here he comes to the inside. Right back at you, 21 coming across the start-finish line now. He is to the inside. He does take P3 now, just by a nose into turn 1. He's going to dive it on deep. He clears the 21 already, but let's see what happens off of turn 2 here. Does the 21 get the crossover done? Now coming down the back straightaway, here he comes to the inside into turn 3.
Unrelenting is Bellinger. He goes back to the inside of Stage in 3. Can he make this happen here off of turn 4? It's going to get a little tight here. Stage going to carry that outside momentum. Crater sideways off a Thor. Unbelievable save. As Stage takes over P. He is digging. He's trying to find something here. As now Matthew Wood's going to go to the inside. He's going to give the outside lane to Underwood. I don't think that's what he wanted to do. This is going to be a little bit of cat and mouse. We got 12 to go. What do these guys do to be able to outdo each other here for the win?
The 77's getting a little bit of a dirty draft now through the corners. He's got a mitigate. Here he goes. He's shooting to the inside. He's to the inside of the 16. We're side by side off of turn 2. He's not going to get the run, though, but he's going to get real close to the rear bumper of the... Oh, he gets in the wall. He gets in the wall. He's to the rear bumper still of the 16 into turn 3. He's going to dive it deep once again, taking a different line than the 16 off of turn 4 now. Let's see if Underwood's got it. It just looks like Wood has to make a mistake here in order for Underwood to make something happen. As you can see, here comes the 77 now, trying something different. He wants to win this race so bad, but that dirty air is just so prominent now here with the old tires, here on this old worn-out track into turn 1 once again. He's going to go down to the bottom, trying something different, and he still is making time in the middle of the corner, but down the straightaways, losing time. He needs a miracle.
One more time around here in Atlanta as Matthew Wood, the Iron Man, leads into turn 1. Lap traffic in front. Can Underwood take advantage of this off of turn 2? Maybe get a little tight here behind Nathan Williams off of 2. It's down to 5/10. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Underwood's got to have some full send moment here into turn 3 as Matthew Wood is going to stay behind the 13 of Underwood. No, or the Nathan Williams is going to take it to the inside. Oh, he drove it in so deep he's going to clear him. But off of turn 4, it's going to be the Iron Man, Matthew Wood, who wins here in Atlanta.
Matthew, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. Anyways, look, what a phenomenal race you had tonight. You found yourself out front by 6-7 seconds at some points in front of Brian Underwood. Brian Underwood really taking that initiative to get that gap down multiple times or twice during the duration of this race. Were you looking at the gap between yourself and Brian during any of those runs? Were you worried that maybe Brian could get around you?
Yeah, we were worried, but once we short pitted, we knew that. We knew that we could keep the gap, and if I saved, because I had Noah, who's unfortunately suspended, I had him as a crew chief, and I don't think I could have asked for a better one. Him and Grayson, it's incredible. This past week really has been tough. I mean, I went through the hardest moments of my life exactly 2 years ago, losing the best friend that I've had, my grandmother. And that very race that I had, I was the league race, I said to myself I was going to win it for her, and I led the whole race, and on coming to the white flag, someone self-spun, and I got punted out of the way on the green-white checker on the final corner. And then I said something I shouldn't have after the race to the guy, and I lost everything. Basically, I lost all my leagues. I lost all my friends besides Grayson, and he's the reason I'm here, to be honest with you. I didn't realize that was last week, and I came in this week, and that's really all I was thinking about, but I knew I had to stop and focus on what was ahead of me, and we did it. I finally avenged her after 2 years of trying, and I've gotten better from that. I can't thank the Lord enough for what he's done for me. It's just, I can't believe it.
Absolutely a very emotional win for Matthew Wood tonight. Coming out here in dominating fashion once again. Phenomenal what you were able to do to hold off Brian Underwood in those closing laps. Congratulations on that. That is a huge win, I can tell, for yourself and in your personal life as well. So from the deepest of my heart, congratulations. I know this is emotional for you, but this has got to be one of the biggest wins that you've had probably ever. Coming out here with some unfortunate happenings 2 years ago, but you come out here, you get it done. Congratulations on your win, Matthew Wood. And I'm going to hand you off here to Jay. Jay might have a few questions for you, and we'll round out this interview. Jay, take it away.
Yes, Matthew, congratulations. The Iron Man-esque drive here again tonight. The unrelenting performance to keep that thing up front, even with the pressure behind you. Unbelievable. Congratulations. Is there anybody else you want to thank? Anything else you want to say here at the end of this night?
I mean, we were having amazing battles. In practice, me and Jordan were flying and going back and forth on each other, and I loved it. And, we tried a different strategy there in stage 1, just back off and let it come to us. And I think we would have won it if that caution didn't come out. But Brian put on, he was flying. And I can't thank these guys enough. I mean, they're incredible to race with. The Lord just, again, that's why I have my favorite verse on the truck. And I got my old Iron Man truck back. So that's going to be something. It might change here in the next week, but it's not going to be too big of a change. But we'll see how that goes.
Well, and that beautiful Dega Boy sticker on the helmet. I mean...
Exactly. Yeah, I was going to say, I know. Yeah, you noticed that. I had the big old Dega Boy sticker on the helmet on the side and on the front.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm loving it. Definitely the best helmet I've ever seen in my life. Hands down. Hands down. But, Matthew, again, congratulations on your win. A huge victory for tonight. You put another spanking on the field and find yourself
I can't stop. It's an addiction.
You put yourself in a great points position, now inching closer to a championship run. So congratulations, Matthew, once again. And I'm sure we will, but we'll see you in the next one.
All right, thank you all.